and puns. One day when the fighting is done, we'll take our creds and go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that bit of a rough start there. I'm echoing! Anyways, welcome back to WBPL 76, legally defined as entertainment. It is I, the stormiest of songs, here to gently massage your ears with more Dwarf Fortress music. So let's see, back on Saturday, I took Whacker's spot because he was busy being electrocuted by nature. And we are working on a song for Dwarf Fortress for Mr. Texicus today. Seeing if I'm going to have a co-host here, and actually let us find our taskbar, because that's just going to distract me. Alrighty. So we continue. It's Akai Harper. Hello, Akai Harper. Let's run back and see what this all sounds like again. Okay, I see why I'm messing myself up. Hey, Zergon Brummelstein. I started my lyrics halfway through the song. I'm like, these lyrics don't match what I wrote. What the fuck is wrong? Okay, let's try this dance again. Dorsepir, Elistak, Nano, Decano, Bartum, Ulengur, Britansto, Diret, Cado. Senelintol. There's a duradu, omedo ranker, there's a rush, show,
I'll give real money if you stop singing.
Whacker, my old nemesis. You panty-stealing buffoon.
I am here for only a few minutes, Storm, because I am once again going outside to violently touch grass. This time with a sawzall.
Why must you harm the grass so? I want to eat it. I'm a good horse.
Actually, these are rose bushes that
dead
rose bushes that I'm ripping.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck rose bushes.
Yeah, man. And I got me a bunch of them cheap ass 12-inch sawzall blades off of Amazon. I'm gonna rip those motherfuckers right out of the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Storm.
Yes, Papa?
Why was I summoned here?
Because you are Best Rat, and I am Best Haunts, and I make music, and you should be here for my music.
Storm.
Whacker, Mad Ducks has a thought to share with you.
Ducky has already made semi-borderline slanderous remarks about my copper this morning.
Just like how I calculated your age accurately the other day?
Storm. Storm.
Your 32,000-year-old ass.
Storm, would you like to tell chat this
So,
bullshit that you use to, quote, calculate my age, unquote.
So, what a lot of people don't realize is that the Abraham in the Bible came from which meant he was Sumerian. And that means he was educated as a Sumerian, which means he would have counted in a base 60 system, which means that all those genealogies that talk about people being however many years old, it means Methuselah lived over 32,000 years according to that text, which gives more credence to the priesthood theory. But anyways, being Methuselah himself, Whacker is, 32,000 years old. Mad Duck says when you start the lawnmower, it ignites compressed gas.
Yes, it does.
This is known, Khaleesi.
Ducky.
Oh no.
Ducky, we know this.
Kai says spry for 32,000 years.
Am I just comedy relief? Is that all that I am to you?
Yes. You are an explosion-powered spitting. Circumcise your lawn!
Storm!
I was trying to be nice, says Kai.
Storm!
I'm in no way disappointed with how this stream's starting out.
Storm! God damn it.
You know what else, Whacker?
No,
I
these
love you.
prices, I win.
I love you.
Storm. I know. We're really bad people sometimes, aren't we?
What is this we, Kimosabi-san?
Storm!
Alrighty. Thank you for coming on, Whack Daddy.
That was one hell of a start to the stream, wouldn't you say?
Probably. I'm sure the children are traumatized. Hey, Whacker. I love you. Mad Duck says Whacker is the most ancient among us. He has been circumcising his long the longest. Love here in this economy? Says
phrasing!
No, you don't.
Ducky!
You don't get to invoke phrasing, Whacker.
Yeah, I do.
Anyways, I need to get back to the song, Whacker, and this includes me singing out loud.
Storm, no!
Yes!
Storm?
Yes.
Why don't you...
Yes.
How about instead of singing, how about you show up and eat these fucking rose bushes that are like half dead in my backyard?
But you're 2,500 miles away!
That's actually accurate.
Yay.
Well, fucking drive.
I drive.
All right. I'm going to go violently assault things with my Sawzall while you serenade chat.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Oh, okay. You have fun. Everybody be good. Bye-bye.
Farewell. Finally, some peace and fucking quiet. God, I thought that loud asshole would never leave. You know, chat, he is so rude. He just walks in here and thinks that we're friends, and... No, I'm just kidding. Whacker's wonderful. I love him. Ellis dag, nåt dagen vartum. Srulengun, ritan studieret kado. Seneling på. Simpelthen om med dörren. Så sa det rörs Okay, how was I arranging that? I do not know what I was thinking on this part. Mr. Whacker is the wackiest. I do apologize, audience. I'm kind of running into a blank here with what I was doing, so I think I was writing melody. Oh, I know what I did. I was writing melody for lyrics and then transitioned as if I was writing for the instruments. Okay. Okay. Bodar el takenur takenur matrumarel matru. Have a good day, Kai. I'll see you soon. Þessar gafnuldakin ordoli shalnis Moshe beren edgoth athol. Thisrid kabu. Thisrid kabul. Thisrid kabnul daken ordoli shalnas. Thisrid kabnul daken or. Dakenor, kabel dakenor doli, dakenor dolushanis. Dolushanis.
Isrit Kabnul Nakinor. Nakinor, this. Nakinor, Tolishanis. Musarbergen. Musarber, Danet Goth. Musarberdan. Musarber, Danet Goth, Athil. Athil. Geshud Bith Set. Okay, let's try that. It's Lord Noob Skills, kicking in the door like a naughty boy! Shonkador. Oh, Shonkador. No, Shonkador. No, Shonkador. Takeno Badananis. No. No. Again, no. Talking no bird. In the bird. Talking no bird down only. Oh. Omnis. Action Mondorf bear to nullness. Brandishes his belt. Wait, what did Vox do? Now I'm confused. Oh, I see. Thank you, Vox. Gifting them subs. I did stupid like you taught me. Archimandor.
Angstmann Dorfberden. Angstmann Dorfberden. Angstmann Dorfberden. Oh. Berden. Oh. Thank you, Droa. It's a chocobo. Iboko's chocoli. Yeah, we like our fancy hat club. It is most hatulent. Let's see. And don't forget our Discord, Mr. Happy Troa Fellow. Oh no, it's a samurai posting links. Hey, cat! All right, so as we've established, the song does meander by nature, and that's by intention. This is supposed to be a long, like, tale put to verse kind of affair. Chocobo demands that the animal be bothered. Pet the shit out of it. Well, maybe not the shit. It'll do that on its own. You know what I mean. All cats wonder that question. Okay, and this is where this needs to... Bloody hay from dawn to dusk. So, no shan lur kodo ta. No shan lur kodorten tath. No shan lur ku doru tath. No shan lur kodoru tath.
Notion lord kutoru tath dakenu. Dakenu rash. Dakenu rash. Dakenu rash.
Who did you get to meet yesterday, Mo? If you say David Bowie, I'd be happy, but also concerned, because he's kind of dead, and I liked him, but if you met him, that would be concerning. Oh! I don't actually know his work all that well. I wasn't a big fan of Rick and Morty, but still, that's cool, because anybody who's in the industry is in the industry. What was he like?
Care talking, no, nation, Amith Kerlan. Amith Kerlan.
Hey, Ironbound Knight.
Amith Kerlan. Imena Bodkado. Imena Bodkado. Bodkado. Imena Bodkado. Imena Bodkado.
And we basically repeat that and adjust it. We're just putting this here to indicate this is the changeover to the group chant. So, quero dormir. Quero dormir.
Ahmet Kelam Takun. 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 Damen Kelam Karu. Anam Kino. Karo. Inam Karo. Kinim Abroga. Candle, candle, candle. There we go. Okay, so now we can move my marker there. See where we are. Mo and his fixiness. Que ce sont des rouges, quelques dorés d'arlo, nation, cadeau, c'est notre temps. Pardon, rideau, rideau, non. Shanlis, Musarber, Danit Gotho, Eshet Bith said, Musarna Shonkoto. No need, bananas. Kidakananasham Amith. Kinem babukado, kinem abdokado, nation Okay. So let's see.
Okay, so next we have National. Nationalet baden dakunir. Nashana Lord. Nashana Lord baden dakunir. Nashana. Nationalet baden dakunir. Nationalet baden dakunir. Alet baden dakunir. Nationalet baden. Nationalet baden dakunir. No Kordorf. No Kordorf, no Kordaken. Kilogam nation. Kilogam nation. Nationalet baden dakenor. Ano dakenor kilogam nation. Nation Luca. No Kordorf, kilogam nation. Nashin Lukodota. Udoruta Thalodalodake Northorn. Alodalodake Dake Northorn. Dake Northorn. Dake Northorn. On. Okay, that's where we'll hit the finale. Sorts. And let's see this next part. Okay, we're going to listen to this from the beginning because I want to... Oh, I didn't read that last part, Mo. So you get to make custom glasswork for her. Nice. Ooh. Okay, so this is where we'll come to a suddenly more melodic part, because this is where he's dreaming that he didn't have to see and keep fighting elves so he could get back to carpentry. Nice. Always keep autographs like that. They are treasurable memories. Kadaku. None. Kadak. Kadakuna. Daku. Dakuna. Dakuna. Dakunarim Kedko. Kerdaken, Kerdaken, or Imker Kado. Kerdaken, or Imker Kado. Nazum Sasaki Namabod. Nazum Sasaki Namabod. Nazum Sasaki Nama. In Nazum Sasaki Namabod. Inamabod. Abod. Abod. There we go. Oh. Kedakomu nanuth sedur. Bebod. Kedakome nanuth sedur. Nanuth omedor nazom. Kerong, kerong. Kerong, 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 kerong. 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 Back to the grind. Have a good one, Mo.
Dagen no mil no cor. Dagen no mil no cor. Dagen no mil. Dagen no mil. Dagen no mil no cor. Im da crit. Im da crit. Cor im da crit of liba shrid. Mashri. Dagen ur dak. Dagen ur dak. Dagen urath. Rashgur Ridorf dak Rashgur Lakish. Dagen urath Rashgur Ridorf dak Rashgur Lakish. Rashgur Ridorf dak Ridorf dak Rashgur Lakish. Ridorf dak Rashgur Ridorf dak Rashgur Lakish. Ridorf dak Rashgur Lakish. Ridorf dak Rashgur. Oy, what am I doing to myself? Ridorf dak Rashgur Lakish. Let's see if that section works like that. Dagen no mil no korim dak Ridorf libish rid. Dagen rethel Rashgur. Ridorf dak Rashgur Lakish. Okay, yeah, that speed makes that work better. So this is where we'll make note of that. Hey, Raging Raziel. No, this is for Dwarf Fortress. This is using the Dwarfish language from Dwarf Fortress. I'm writing these songs for Mr. Tex. They are based on some Dwarf Fortress activities that he is activizing. He gave me a timeline of events. Me and Goat and some of the other musicians are helping us out. And we are just hammering away at a Dwarf album. It will be Dwarfy. This particular song covers a siege between the dwarves and the elves. The particulars of the song is that there is a dwarvish craftsman, a jeweler, who is attempting to remember his visions of a beautiful object he was trying to make before the siege is interrupted. And so now he's alternating between longing for his craftsman's bench and wanting to kill these elves for distracting him and for attacking his home. And while that may sound funny, you have to remember that dwarves take craftsmanship very seriously. So, like, for him, that interruption is like getting in between him and God. Digiman, the anti-digs. Welcome back, my people. And we return to 108 here, I think. Okay, so now we're going to get an adaptation of a previous verse. Now have to translocate. Okay, so... Na nashun loku doruta da kenurash. Okay, yep. It was there, but for now, let's make sure we get... Yes, of course. The idea of Krieger dwarves delights me. So the Keko Rodno Kor. So the Keko Rodno Kor. Kor. Ajunu. Ajunu. kuturuta daken hurash. Atol ferashkur. Nano vistim dakrenture dak. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Guy on Broadway. Okay, dwarf idea that I've put on Ox before. So dwarf aesthetic and Art Deco overlap, right? Yes. What else was Art Deco? Bioshock, Rapture, Present, Deep Sea, Minor Dwarfs. You know, in my own setting, the dwarves are the sailors of the undersea, the great seas and rivers that go underground. I like that idea. Ato. Ferashku. Fera. Fera. Ferashku. 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 Nano thistam da krintore dak. Atol ferashkur. Rashku. Atol ferashkur. Nathon histam de grintor. Nathistum dakrin. Histor dakrinto. Nathistum dakrinto. Intore dak. And slowly our feller begins to lose his mind. Dwarf submarines are a terrifying naval concept, or dwarf frogmen cutting through underside of a hole. Yep. Ketila Nashan, Keruson Thega, Ageditom, Her. And suddenly we halt on a moment of deep sadness. because he's just found the body of a slain child killed during the Elven Siege. Ketilanoshan. Anoshan. Ketil Ushandiga. Ageditom. Ageditom. Again. Any Tom. And now, seeing the child's fate, he is driven into insane rage, and all his jeweler heart can see are rubies and drops of red carved from life. Elves must die. Imdito. Imdate nazom nashon nazom keranglam. Imdate nazom nashon. Imdate nazom. Nazom. Zom nashon. Zom nashon. Nashon. Nazum kerangim. Keranglam. Nazum kerangarel. Durun. Dunan ritangado. Dunan ritangado. And so now he's driven into battle fury. Okay, let's go from the top to just get our feelings. Thank you for following Plugbear. Welcome to WBPL 76, legally defined as entertainment. I'm Stormasong. I am one of the Legionnaires that works on music for Mr. Tex. I'm currently working on music for Mr. Tex. Yes, WBPL 76 is a variety streaming channel for the Black Pants Legion. We are, if you haven't heard of us, we're filmmakers. If you have heard of us, then that explains why you're here. And mostly we just kind of use this channel to futz about and do fun things. I am currently working on music for a Dwarf Fortress-based project. And at this moment, we're mostly just writing lyrics and chords, or rather, lyric lines and chords. The lyrics are written. Understandable. Alright, and so now he's kind of gone into his insane rage. And then they learn of the death of Adil, the Slayer. And so now, deprived of both an innocent and a hero, the dwarves will begin to choose rage. Let's see. Osta Adil, Dakenolthanas. Okay, that's how we'll do that. Alstaduraldil. Aduralaldil. Aduralaldil. Ost. Ostaduralaldil. Hey there, Rimward. We are continuing on dwarf music. Meetings will continue until morale improves. That is the way things work around here. Adi Dakenothran. Da Kenu. Dakenu. 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 Enu. Darna. Nas. And how is the Rimward today? Isulda Thildak Noshon Nashon Kil Besolathil Athildak Nashon Nash Nashon Kil Nashon Kil Ugh, I hate this. I'm sure many of you in the audience know what happens when headphones start to die. That horrible, oh, it's cutting in and out. It's like, no, I'm trying to music. Don't stop me! Wee! But let's see. Amithrash Gurdakenur. Amithrash Gur. It was one of those songs where I feel like I'm gradually actually going crazy while writing it, because I'm really going out on a limb to not do the normal stuff here. Let's keep track of where I am on these lyrics. Okay, we are going to go from the top and try to sing along Lore Mess. Still learning these lyrics because I only just wrote them. The hard part about writing down what the song's about and then having to convert it into Dwarvish. Duranon Surol Takrentor Sebir Elistak Nanutakener Bardum Sodir Lengur Britansto Dirkikado
Senniling tål. Kersedor til Omedoren, Kersum sa det rur, Kerkedori to Errol Nashon, Kadol, Nensen of the Dog. Yos, Kerkusin Sepiril Torish, Kadol Sethor. Ellest knafta kapno Riduran Konasarol Dogrintu Kinu Sarusa Dakan soft bit of melody. Musarberden negatho Yeshubith says Musar nation Dakenur Nis Anjaman of Berden Alnis. Hey Vox, oh yeah, you've been here already. You keep helping people! Ameth kirlam good, aber kinham kado, kinema bud kado, nur nanko, no kilo gem nashon, dakanur thon, and some kelkedolna. Nazum susat kinemabod Kerdakome nanoth sedur Nanoth emur doren nazum Kerong, 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 kerong. Back up because that's where we have to do the slower speed. Okay, yep. Still following, so now let's get back to native speed. Kerusandegal Alkenetam im dotir nazum shashon Rangmin Rangra Nuvanas Nashon, Nashon kill Amethrash Urdak Enor Uh-oh. Sounds like my roommate's, or my housemate, I should say, is cleaning the upstairs. I hear a vacuum. You guys hear a vacuum? That's what it is. Nicol Nashan Holado Fami Thrashgur Dakenur. Nicol Nick. Oh, go away 3 times. We're back to normal. Nicol Nashan Holad. Nishan. Nishan Holad. Nishan Holad Do Fami Thrashgur. Nico. Hey, Cookie Mama. 52, chat. 52. Hi, whores. Yee, I am horse. Kol nashon helodov amith rashgur. Amith. Dov amith rashgur. Shashgur de kanor. De kanor. De kanor. Test. Rato tasadil kilogem darknash. Tolo tasadil kilogem darknashon. Tolo tasadil kilogem hashak. Wait. Tolo tasadil kilogem darknashon. Shaman takenur with vigrilly strath. Shamaned dega mandakanur
Dakanorit. Amandakenorit. Istrov.
I'm gonna keep up my discipline. I'm gonna keep going. 2 hours, Storm. Yes, your brain is growing slow and fuzzy, but this is the way of music. I have a rule that, much like Crispy with his drawing, I'll make sure that I do at least an hour of music a day, if not 2.
Gerong. Gerong. Kerong. Let's see. Kona dasteradl daktharnas. Agede tom degul konad. Lamrak solas denush. Kona dos starad. Kona dos staradil. Dos staradil. Staradil. Dos staradil. Daktha. Staradil tha. Daktharnes. Agedetum tekil konan. Konedasteradil dakthanes. Agedetum tekil konan. nan. Kaneda stora dildak, varna skugadatom tegilkonan, lam roxutak solos denus. Daxul. Kerang. 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 Kerong. 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 On Kerong.
And when he's saying Kerong, he's saying all I see is red, all I see is red, only red, only red. So, even with the elves beaten, the innocent and the brave have both been slain, and so the jeweler still feels rage and wishes to see elvish blood.
Stå till och tvistat, Nikoldoftonad, Tabomarulthol, Kerong. Stå till.
Okay, here we hit 96 again.
Oh dear. Dear Lord, read this trough. Nistra Nico Dilo di Strath Dilo di Strath Ni Nikoldorf Kanathabum Kanathabum Dilori Distrath Nikoldorf Kanathabum Abumera Tho Errol Tho Kerong Tho Kerong Nas Nasum Kernitem Garmeng Nasnazum Kernitem Ritistrath Ritistrath Lord Ritistrath Lord Istrath Lord
Alright, chat, if you'll give me just a second, I need to look something up here. Alright, there we go. I'm just making our arrangements for the, whatchamacallit, the BPL meetup this year, and keep forgetting to give one of my housemates the exact date. I just gave it to him. Looks like Andy may join us.
I hello!
Bone swag.
I actually meant to let a channel know that I was going to do this before, but I clicked and...
Oh, well, just post it there. I gave you the permission. You're not in here without whatever.
I don't want to get in trouble again!
Oh, but you're a good boy!
No, I'm not. I'm horrible!
Oh, okay.
I am let sin out in through the back door.
I mean, phrasing.
I gave it cookies and milk and it won't leave.
No.
To give a sin a cookie. So what are you working on, Storm?
More Dwarf Fortress music.
Dwarf Fortress! Ah, lad, strike the earth!
Yeah.
It's like RimWorld, but with Z-axis. And unfortunately, more elves.
That's the entire point of the song.
But we have dragons too?
Oh.
I think I saw a video, like, I've been seeing videos of people do weird things. Like, this one guy, he made his kingdom where he harvested sea dragons. Like, he domesticated them and harvested them.
Oh, wow.
Or sea serpents.
This is one of those songs that has weird time signatures going.
Time signature.
So, if I were to count out a song, right? It's like, you might count a song like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and
7 and
yeah. And that would be 4/4 time. That's normal time for most music. Also common would be 6/8 time. So like 1 2 3 4 5 6 2 2 3 4 5 6 dun 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 dun. So that's where you'd get something like the Dovahkiin theme from Skyrim. Dun 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 dun. You know, something like that. Whereas then a lot of times if you're listening to like a band like Tool or Dream Theater or Rush, they love to change their time signatures like crazy people.
You know, when I was in music class, the one thing I remember doing was like, you were tapping your feet.
Yeah.
And a full tap was like the 1 second, and when your foot came up was like the half mark.
Yep. Pretty commonly the way it's taught.
I'm gonna be honest, it's been so long, I think I've forgotten how to read music.
Most people do. If I can find a center note, then I'm able to read it, but I forget where the clefts all are.
Cliff.
All.
Did you see that? Did you like that video of the Muppets I showed you with the
It did delight.
the drummer joining the violin quartet?
Yeah.
I was actually kind of wondering, like, with some of those old Beethoven bits, like, if you brought a drummer in, how he would adapt to it, how he would because you know, I imagine that they know how to make a rhythm with it, you know.
Yeah.
Like in some stances, the drummer sets the tempo. In my opinion, like they're almost like the
most of the time they do. That's kind of kind of our job. Metronome.
What is that thing called? The metronome. Yeah. Yes.
What about the automatic mermaid trapping air downing machine to harvest bones? Okay.
I wouldn't think you can air drown mermaids, but then I don't know. I guess it depends on what world. Uh-oh.
Pistol!
Pistol!
It's a pistolaro.
Ba da 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 ba da da dee la 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 dee dee lee lee lee.
Yes. Oh crap! There's 46 of you in here. Nice.
46. I remember I asked a while ago in chat, I was like, what's the point of 6, 7? Somebody was like, there is no point. Stupid. I'm like, yeah, but what is the meaning? Someone started yelling at me, there is no meaning, they're just stupid.
Yeah. It's like I'm.
I thought it was like the new 420 or 69.
Okay, so here's the thing: 420 and 69 have definitions.
Yeah.
Because one's the sex number and the other one is the drug number.
Yeah.
6-7 had no purpose. It was just a forced meme.
Oh.
It's
just Gen Z number.
Yeah, it's like Skibbity. Well, okay, technically there is a meaning, I think. I think it's supposed to mean like, it's kind of mid. Like, it's a 6 or a 7. But then just people started shouting it for some reason.
I think we're starting to reach that point in our lives where we're too old to understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's that scene from The Simpsons where Homer's listening to rock and his dad is there. He's like, I used to know what it was, and then what it was changed, and it became weird and scary. It'll happen to you. And Homer says, no, wait, man, I'll be rocking forever.
Yep. There was a song where the guy just shouted it. I mean, insert soundtrack of Doom here.
Oh, God, like, just think how long ago the 90s were, you know?
Yeah.
Apparently, Ed, and Eddie is starting to kind of form a resurgence in popularity. Like, some people are starting to appreciate it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, nostalgia's a hell of a drug, folks. I'm surprised they haven't, like, bottled it or something, like...
I mean, that's kind of what re-releasing Mountain Dew is.
Like, imagine something that you could take that would give you a sense of not euphoria, that word I just used.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia, yeah, that specific feeling.
I mean, yeah. In theory, that's supposed to be the power of chicken soup.
Oh, nothing like a good bowl of chicken soup when, you know, on a cold day and you're not feeling so well.
Yes.
Another good thing is hot, creamy tomato soup with grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh, that's a good meal.
Hey, sorry, Pistol, I misunderstood you there. I'm working on music for Dwarf Fortress.
Cookie Mama, no! You can't say that!
No.
Those are lies and slander, and you're not supposed to do that! So, specifically with Dwarf, what do you think are good, like, influences with real world? Like, I always thought dwarves were kind of like Viking or Scottish or, you know, Scandinavian-esque.
I mean, they come to us specifically through Viking mythology, or I should say Norse mythology. Our modern conception of dwarves from Tolkien, he mixed Norse and Jewish elements together. I would say, personally, I like the idea of what's the word I was looking for?
You know, back in the day, me and a friend of mine were playing an MMO called Lineage 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the dwarves were like they were like the super rich bakers of the universe.
Well,
So,
given that they're typically craftsmen, they're pretty good at holding on to money.
Oh yeah.
What I will say is that I've not been a fan of some of the portrayals of dwarves recently. I don't mind the way they are in Dwarf Fortress because Dwarf Fortress is comical. But like just between the Warhammers, Dragon Age, etc., it's just like the one uniform trait ascribed to dwarves is greed, and it's like Fafnir was greedy in Norse myth.
Yeah.
And then, like, Thorin became greedy because of the dragon sickness in Tolkien. But it's not actually supposed to be an abiding characteristic of theirs.
I would wonder, like, maybe to our senses of moral, they would be greedy, but to theirs would be different. But also, like, I knew a friend who was heavy into D&D lore, and she said that a lot of the depiction of dwarves that we get are outcast dwarves.
I mean,
Like,
that's interesting into itself.
the dwarves, like, in the actual mountain halls and in the whole, the civilization, they're very, like, she used this word conservative. Like, one of the things they like to do is in the morning, they do their morning prayers or meditations while braiding their hair. They're very clean folk. They braid and brush their beards and hair.
Yeah.
They're very, like, family and clan oriented, they're very honor bound. And they're not like rambunctious and making merry and singing all the time like we see, like the dwarves in The Hobbit. Like, they don't do that. They very, they're very,
Well, and the dwarves. Well, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, the dwarves in The Hobbit, they're well humored, but they're not really rambunctious. Though the movie certainly does make them so. The book, though.
Well, sorry to cut you off, but in The Hobbit, the chip the glasses, crack the plate is kind of what sets the mood for the dwarves.
Yes, and that's supposed to be them being of good humor and sort of Gandalf using them to sort of break Bilbo free of this super sedentary life of his.
Oh yeah, but those dwarves, like the lady, shout out to Elvina, she said that those dwarves would be considered like outcast or wild dwarves, not wild like, jungle or something. Wild like they spent a good chunk of their life outside of the mountain homes.
They're the motorcycle gangsters of dwarves, is what you're saying.
Yes, they're the motorcycle gangster dwarves.
That said, Thorin is still the respected king of his people.
Yes, that's true.
But yeah, the group he got together might not have been, what would you call it, the cream of the crop. In fact, I think it's kind of implied some of them aren't. Some of them are, but
there's got to be a story, an equivalent of a king joining, like a king and his retinue going off to basically become a roving biker gang. And the king is the one that keeps trying to be all kingly and all that, and all his knights are starting to become more like, yeah, drinking the party, man.
Well, a lot of people forget that, like, kingdoms are basically founded by whoever the biggest badass on the block is. And that, a lot of times lords basically start out as, like, essentially brigands that just happen to be the most powerful in the region.
I knew a guy who was like 6'7", and I was talking to him about that. I says, "Yeah, man, if we were like in the Middle Ages, everybody would make you king or something." He's like, "No, don't want it." I says, "You don't have a choice. You're king.
Yep.
You're the biggest, baddest guy here. You're king. You're in charge."
Hey, Bully Steak.
Meanwhile, sub-6 manlets like me, we've got no place in society. Chip the glasses, crack the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. So carefully, carefully with the plates.
Yes.
Carefully, carefully with the plates. There's been a resurgence from the songs from the animated Hobbit movie. Like, I see people remix them, especially some of the Goblin songs, like Down to Goblin Town. I think Goat did a rendition of that as well.
Yep.
Down, down to Goblin Town, down, down, Goblin Town. Bilbo, my lad, oh, my lad. Oh, I think he also did the Where There's a Whip, There's a Way, too, right?
I don't recall Goat's done that.
There's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's a way.
Yep.
Where there's a whip. We don't want to go to war today, 'cause the Lord of the land says nay, nay, nay. We gotta march all day, all day, all day. Pretty catchy tune.
Yeah.
It's a march song, if you could guess it. I think the song also delineates that most of the orcs actually didn't want to go to war.
Well, at least in that version. In Tolkien's original work, it describes the orcs as kind of being at that point so bent by what Morgoth did to them that they basically live and crave violence. But yes, they are ruled almost entirely by fear. One of the other things that's interesting about it, and it's actually one of the tragedies he talks about in the work, where he said, I made myself uncomfortable with my own rules, but I decided I had to keep to them because that's what you do when you write a world like that. Which is that when Sauron was destroyed, or diminished in his spirit and no longer able to enter their minds, they suffered from basically a loss of purpose. And this, basically the inherently sad part is they could technically be saved. Like, they were not a race beyond salvation, but the time that would take and the fact that they no longer had a master made them so dangerous that Aragorn and Éomer are basically forced to hunt down the remaining orcs and wipe them out.
Yeah, I got the impression, at least from the cartoons, that the age of mythology has come to an end. Like dwarves, elves, everything fantastical and magical is just going to go to the wayside. Like it's the age of men, which is mundane, basically.
Yeah. Well, it's also why he never wrote a sequel, because he said, "Oh, it would just be all about human beings backstabbing each other to be depressing."
Yeah.
Dun. Come 1997, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But I get where he's coming from, because his entire point was to establish a mythology for the Britons. A sort of like national story one could look back on, knowing it's a myth, knowing it's a story, but use as sort of inspiration for the times.
I know that there is some Arthurian shades in there with Aragorn and his sword, but still, I always thought the big mythos of at least England was the Arthurian legend, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and all that.
So yes, it was. The problem is that it's actually French in origin. It was the French writing about the English regarding characters that show up in English folktale. Yes. But it's not strictly English in its actual origin in terms of the writing, like Le Morte d'Arthur or The Matter of Albion, The Matter of England.
Hello.
Yep. So yeah, the like big problem that happens there for him is that it wasn't a Greek myth or a Roman myth. Like England, in and of itself, of its own stories, had no Romulus and Remus, because most people don't know about Alfred the Great and the Battle of the White Horse, or Magna Carta and so forth, and those are strictly physical historical things. He wanted a mythological thing for A country that was basically formed from about 8 people groups being slammed into each other violently.
If I remember correctly, I think it was somewhere in some of the Tolkien writings that like it was implied that a lot of Europe's like mythological stories were destroyed during various wars.
Wars, mass Romanization, later mass Christianization, later the Christians splitting on each other, generally about 2,000 years. And it didn't even require active effort a lot of times. It's just that if a bunch of people convert to a religion, a lot of the older stuff is going to diminish with time.
Like, weren't they originally known as Celts or the Celtish?
Well, yeah, okay, so trap card triggered. The Celts were a people group that spread all the way from what we think of as Romania into Spain and up into England. They were largely replaced by the Romans and the Germanics until about all that was left of the Celts, at least as those who were culturally Celtic, would be in a small chunk of France called Brittany, and then the Britons in their islands in the north, which we call Britain because of them.
Yeah.
And then
that's what I remember about the Romans being like, oh, those filthy Britons, they live in the mud all day and worship sticks.
Yeah, but yeah, and the Gauls, like genetically the Gauls are still around, but they got interbred with the Franks who settled there and adopted Latin, and suddenly we get this weird Germanized version of Latin called French, and now a whacker is in here. Why is a whacker in here?
Oh my
God, Andrew!
Oh my God!
Speaking of a goth.
Yep.
Storm, they fought back, but in the end, I cut them off at the roots, and I discarded their corpses in the woods behind the house.
They fell like petals and leaves on the wind. All praise for Whacker.
Destroyer of rose bushes.
Yes.
Oh God.
And Pistol says, Whacker!
I'm gonna tell Mom this. I'm gonna see what she.
Andy, about 2/3 of the rose bushes by volume were dead.
Oh, you were trimming them. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I was ripping them up because they're honestly kind of an eyesore at this point.
Yep.
So they done got ripped out of the ground and sawzawed out of the ground, and they stuck the shit out of me, even through like my nitrile gloves and my
they're rose thorns.
gardening gloves on top of that.
They're some of the most bastard little thorns in the world. So
they are.
We have about 30 minutes left before Tex comes on. I don't mind to keep going, but at this point we have honestly derailed into we're now talking about Lord of the Rings type stuff stream. So
no.
Who's
Well, hold on a minute. We were having a good and decent
no, we are. I'm saying that
the rat showed up.
Yeah, well, the stream has altered form. So yeah, we were talking about how Tolkien. Well, you and I've talked about this before, Whacker. The whole thing about were the orcs beyond salvation after the voice of Sauron was driven from them, and like Aragorn and Éomer had to wipe them out, and why Tolkien never wrote a sequel.
More so in Tolkien's universe, do orcs have souls?
Yeah, which his answer ultimately was yes, and that depressed him.
No. I thought his answer was he didn't want to answer that.
Well, he said, if I recall correctly, he said, I don't like the answer I've come to because it seems it would be yes.
He might have said different things at different times because, we forget that people kind of change their minds over time.
Andy forgets things. Andy forgot what he had for breakfast today.
Yeah, I forgot that Whacker was an entity. I had a breakfast burrito for breakfast.
God damn it, Andrew.
Okay, so here's a good synopsis. Ultimately, Tolkien referred to the origin of the orcs as his deepest contradiction. While he acknowledged that anything capable of language likely possessed some form of a rational soul, he was never able to perfectly resolve how their capacity for evil and redemption fit into his overlapping religious framework. And I remember in reading his letters, he described it as it was something he couldn't answer. So no, I think you kind of have the right of it.
Yeah, it was like he never. Yeah, it's like it was a combination of he's thought about it, but he didn't like the implications of where he was going with it, and he left it largely unanswered outside of what we have from those letters that he sent
Yeah.
to several folks.
That, and I think he spent probably a majority of his time thinking up of the background of the elves, the dwarves, the Numenari, and then men and all that. He probably
Oh, he was roundly obsessed with the elves. I mean, shit.
He wrote 2 languages.
Isn't on his and his wife's gravestone? Doesn't he have Baron and Luthien?
Yeah,
inscribed on it?
written specifically in the Kenyan, or Quinian.
Acadian?
Oh no, you're Acadian. But yeah,
Acadian.
because he had 2 varieties of Elvish, and I'm trying to remember the second one. It was Kenyan and like Queen.
Tengwar is the script.
Languages. Sindarin and Quenya. That's what it was.
actually, Whacker, since you were big in the Arthurian language, I mentioned to Storm, like, I remember, I think it was Tolkien or someone saying like how a lot of Britain's like, or at least the UK's like mythos got destroyed during various wars. Because when I was a kid, I always thought that the Knights of the Round and King Arthur's story was the British mythos, but he says that's French.
Well, the French.
No.
French wrote it about the English based on on Welsh folklore.
The matter of Britain is we'll say an English thing because it's largely Welsh in origin, but then it combines heavily with pre-Anglo-Saxon and Anglo-Saxon, lore. It kind of meshed all together at one point. What you're thinking of, Andy, is
the romances of Arthur, like Le Morte d'Arthur.
No. I'm talking about like the Song of Roland and all that stuff.
Well, yeah, but Whacker, I've taken a whole class on this. The entire thing about it is that the French were so obsessed in their courts, and this included the French that ruled over England, because remember, the Plantagenets were French. They were obsessed with ascribing like Charlemagne's romances to other things. So they adapted a lot of Charlemagne's romances, like the Song of Roland, into things like the stories of Lancelot and Arthur. A lot of what we have is a very French version of those English stories.
That's fair.
In the same way that a lot of what we know of Greek myth comes to us by specifically the Athenians and the Romans, even though those are 2 very isolated subsets of that mythology.
Well, and even then, a lot of that has been come to us secondhand through Islamic sources that copied the originals, because a lot of the originals were lost.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And they only survived in Islamic literature as translations that we retranslated back.
And so it's the whole thing, though, about why Tolkien decided he wanted to do this whole make a mythology for England is he felt that Arthur did not fit the role. And that he, because he saw it as specifically Celtic and not English, and that the versions of Arthur we had were heavily romanticized by the French.
And then he walked up to a lake, and he threw a great wheel of cheese in there. And she reached out and caught it, and brought it back into the lake.
Andy, you bring a sense of decor and class to everything that you do, Andy.
Yeah, special ed.
Wow. The other thing Tolkien had a complaint about, if I'm recalling correctly, is that he felt a lot of versions of Arthur were specifically tailored to children. Like he had this entire gripe about fantasy being relegated to a quote lads book fair.
Okay, so to your point, yes, I should throw out the caveats, and you are absolutely correct about how the versions were modified. In fact, we should probably go even one step further and point out that a lot of the Arthurian legend that is passed on to us right now was even further modified during the Victorian era.
Oh, hell
when
yeah.
Victorians like took all of the fairy tales and shit and turned them into basically kid-friendly versions. Like,
yeah.
didn't the
I
Little
remember-
Mermaid basically like starve herself to death
No,
or
she
something?
No.
no, she drowned herself because the sand felt like glass in her feet.
That was it.
She turned to sea foam.
Yep.
She was going to kill the prince and her lover, but then was like, no. And I heard the book. I remember reading the book. My sister had this book as a kid, and I'm like, this isn't what Disney said.
Yeah.
I remember she like threw herself off a cliff or something. But then again, there's probably a bunch of different endings, you know?
Insert the Hunchback of Notre Dame here.
Storm.
Hey, there are two bodies in this great. Oh, God.
Yep.
I mean, what's even better is when you remember that Esmeralda is voiced by Demi Moore, and a lot of people's memories of Demi Moore is as the stripper in whatever the hell that one movie is.
Oh, God.
Oh, Showgirls?
I don't think it was Showgirls.
Then I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what?
I don't remember what it is. Anyway,
we should think of like a somewhat like, you know, young adult story that kind of has a bad ending and then Disneyfy it.
I mean, insert everything Disney's ever made?
Yeah, that's the point. Like, I remember when Hercules come out, and I'm like, oh boy!
So I will actually defend Hercules on two grounds. Well, three. You must remember that Greek stories always open with an invocation to the muse. Or not always, usually open with an invocation to the muse. And the muse will tell you how to tell the story correctly this time. And correctly may vary from telling to telling. Since the movie opens with the muses taking over the story, it means it is technically following Greek form, and thus is true for that particular version of the story. Even if it's in no way like previous iterations of that story.
Wow, Whacker, I didn't know Storm Song was under the table for Disney.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the Disney of that time. And wait a minute, under the table.
You're taking that mouse money.
Oh, you bastard.
Andy woke up today and chose violence, Storm.
I wake up every day choosing violence. Like, I punch myself. You know, I've actually had a problem lately. Like, I fall asleep sitting up, and a couple times I have fallen forward. Like, one time I almost fell forward and bashed my head against the table.
An Indecent Proposal was the Demi Moore movie she was infamous for as Bully Snake.
Okay, that was it.
Yeah.
Andy,
What?
God forbid that might knock a few fucking brain cells loose.
I mean, they're basically calcified at this point.
Oh, God.
Andy's
I
about
think-
the only person I know with bone spurs in his brain.
I was going to say, like, imagine Disney did not really. What is it? What's the one where like they think they're doing a simulation, but it ends up that it was real and he actually destroyed a human race or an alien race?
Oh, Ender's Game.
Yeah, imagine Disney did Ender's Game.
Didn't Disney do Ender's Game?
Okay, Disney Princess or Disney Cartoon, you know.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God. I don't even want to say it.
Well,
Or Disney does Dune.
No, it's bad.
Okay, we can talk about that afterwards. But
No, I'll say it. It's just bad.
yeah, okay, it's your funeral if it gets the channel taken down.
What if Disney took the rights to Berserk?
Oh my god! Okay, you know what? I have something I'm going to commission Lady Red for once she's not completely smothered in work.
I actually have a coworker that does really good Disney style art. That's like her hobby. But yeah, I was going to try and commission her to do Stefan Amaris as a Disney villain.
You poor unfortunate
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
I told her about that. She thought it was good.
Okay, so
Dude.
it looks like I'm wrong about the Ender's Game film. It looks like it wasn't Disney. But yeah.
You know what?
I mean,
Disney's
any
Gilgamesh.
of like the really, really dark animes, letting Disney take that over would be. Ugh.
That hurts me,
Yes.
especially because of one of my favorite anime adaptations, Gankotsuo, which is essentially what if Count of Monte Cristo but with giant robots. And it is really good because it's actually more accurate to the Count of Monte Cristo than the American version. It just happens to have giant robots.
Disney's The Tale of Two Cities.
Yes, nobody gets guillotined this time.
Disney's Les Miserables.
This time nobody dies of, what was it? Did she tuberculosis? Consumption? Something like that? Disney's Medoka Magic.
Disney's Alexander the Great.
I mean, technically the French did that with their romance of Alexander, which strangely a lot of the movie came from.
No. Disney's The Saga of Attila.
Well then, I don't think we can top that today, ladies and gentlemen, so I want to thank you all for coming. I know that the last about 45 minutes of this stream wasn't music, but it was actually quite enjoyable with great conversation.
What would a Disney fight Attila look like?
Disney's Attila. I want you all to think about that. I want you
You know, to be honest, I
submit
could
your
link that
ideas.
with Mulan, to be honest.
I mean, kind of, yeah, with the Hun in that. Anyways, y'all have yourselves a good night. Do you guys have anything to say before we go?
I'm trying to think of one more.
Andy!
I was going to say Disney's The Odyssey, but I think
Disney's
that's
Genghis Khan. Disney's Odyssey would be God, especially the parts with Calypso. All right.
Disney's The Conquering of the Quarzimian Empire.
All right. Y'all have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Don't explode. Always remember, Chocobo bacon is the best bacon. Yeet!
Oh, God.